going on YouTube? This is Newzo with Black Sheep Armory. Today's video is going to be a gun collection video showcasing all my firearms for the year of 2025, now going into the year 2026. Quick disclaimer for YouTube purposes, all these firearms are on safe. They are all cleared. We are in a safe environment. There is no ammunition of any kind being showed in this video, and no sales of firearms in this video. So first off, we're going to start with my handgun collection. We'll go smallest to biggest. I have a Jennings 22. It's a little planking pea shooter, honestly. It's a little pocket gun, nothing crazy. But it's a little fun toy to shoot. Next up, this is a Smith & Wesson 380 Easy Shield. This is my wife's gun. This is what she carries in her purse. Nothing done to it besides a trigger. I forget where it's from, honestly. They make all kinds of parts aftermarket for these Easy Shield series. But it is an adjustable trigger. So here is, let's see. There's the reset. Next up is my Glock 19 build that I did over the summer. We have an SCT frame, Zafiri precision barrel and slide with a parts kit as well, a Griffin Armament micro comp, a Swap Fox, Liberty red dot on here, and then also a Streamlight TLR1 with a Apex trigger, all the extended slide release and magwell goodies. Yeah, so here's the trigger. And there's the brake. Next up, got my Glock 17 build. If I could daily carry this, I would, but it is too big for me to daily carry. I carry it now in the winter time, just because I can wear a hoodie and stuff like that, so it's much easier to conceal. So what consists of this build, I have a P80 lower, a Grey Ghost precision slide and barrel and parts kit. Got some night sights on here. Also have a Swamp Fox Sentinel. This is RMR cut, and you can put a Delta Point Pro on here. With Delta Point Pro having the same mounting ports, you're able to use an RMSC optic if you want. That's why there's these gaps a little bit. Glock OEM trigger, the performance trigger, and then got some billet polished frame rails and parts in here, and then got a Streamlight TLR1 clone, billet magwell. Honestly, this is the flattest shooting and best pistol that I have and have shot, honestly. So here's the trigger and reset. And now we're gonna move into my rifles and then also a shotgun. And going with that Glock 17, I do have a Meta Tactical conversion kit. I am working on a build to either substitute that or get a Glock 34 to put in here. I honestly like that Glock 17 so much that I'd rather not put it in here. I'd rather just put probably an OEM Glock, like a Glock 34, or just kind of get a decent Glock 17, throw it in here. Not as nice as that. This is rear charging, got a foldable stock. I have the Swap Fox Justice, I believe, on here. And then yeah, that's pretty much it about it. Handgun goes right in here, locks in. Yeah. So my rifles, we're gonna go biggest to smallest. Starting off with my SKS. So this is my Chinese SKS. Originally, this came with an ATI stock when I bought it. Personally, I did not like that stock, and also had some issues with it, so I bought this Archangel stock from Magpul. Did have to do some Dremel work to get this to fit, honestly, but other than that, it's all good. What I have done to this is just a Magpul grip, Magpul bipod. Got a billet rail on here. Also added a muzzle. Then also, out of our November tack pack, I put the Tri-Hawk 3x prism scope from Swap Box on here. This is chambered in 7.62 by 39. Have yet to shoot it in this configuration because I gotta go get it zeroed. But yeah. Next up is a Browning BAR Safari Edition. I inherited this from my grandpa. It is chambered in 30-06. This model is from 1967, so it's the first year it was made. Cool thing about this, this scope is on a mount that actually lets you put it over to the side. So you just pop it off, goes right over. You got a flip up sight. So if you wanted to use irons, there's a little flip up sight right there. You just pop it down and then pop this back over. But yeah. Next up is my AR-15 chambered in 7.62 by 39. This is not a popular setup by any means. A lot of people don't run 7.62 by 39 in an AR-15 just because there is issues with using a bigger caliber in an AR-15 platform with things like materials being thinner. These have an issue shooting steel-cased ammunition, so any Russian or Chinese ammunition does not run very well in these. If you do get it to run, a lot of people's ejectors break or their firing pins break. This does tend to feed steel-cased, but after I learned that, I just started using brass. Haven't had any issues at all. With this build, this was my first AR, so it does have a Bear Creek Arsenal upper. I haven't had any issues with it. The main reason why I got this is it's right side charging, so there's no rear charging handle. I am a left-handed shooter, so this is very nice for me. What I have done to this is just some rail scales, got some flip ups, sight mark, laser and light combo, got a foregrip, a Monstrum LPVO, I believe it's a 6.5 or 6 times. We put our, I believe it's Battlegrounds or Battle Forest buffer tube. We got that in the Christmas box. I did put that on here. I got some things coming to this, so I'm going to do a complete rework on it, get this thing ready to be suppressed. So I'm going to be taking this apart, doing, honestly, almost a brand new build besides its existing structure, just to make it even better than what it is. I love shooting this thing. This is one of my favorite ARs. I take this hunting. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it about this one. Next up, we got a 5.56 AR-15. The upper on this is HMD. The lower is an Anderson lower. Ended up picking up one of those since Anderson's no longer a thing. About this build, got a Fostech binary trigger. So it does have the binary mode. Got some Fostech anti-walk pins on here. Got your Vortex 3x Prism with a Vortex Viper red dot. Just got a little light right here. BCM foregrip. YHM flip up iron sights. Got a sling point backplate mount, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for this thing. And then B5 crystal grip. This thing's pretty fun. The binary mode gets pretty rowdy, honestly, if you got a good trigger finger. So definitely get some rounds downrange if you really wanted to. Alright, next up we have my 12 gauge Black Ace Tactical semi-auto shotgun. This is basically a Turk Nelly, honestly. It's a Benelli M4 clone. Made in Turkey. All that I've done to it is just the sling strap down here. The stock does fold. Got a Swamp Fox Liberty that we ended up getting out of the Christmas tack pack. I did put that on here. I got a Magpul angled grip. Got a light up here with the sling mount. That's QD on here, and the rail mount for that connects on the tubes. And then also we have a side saddle that's Velcro, so if I was carrying extra rounds on my plate carrier or something, I'll just rip this off, throw a new one on here if needed. Yeah, that's this for this one, and this is chambered in 12 gauge. Next up, we have my 12.5 inch 300 blackout build. I did this build in the fall, early fall, I want to say September. Basically what this build consists of, we have a BCM upper with a Geisley rail, Roscoe barrel, and a Son of Liberty Gunworks 3-prong flash hider that is ported and also has the chemo capability, so any dead air can go on here that has that chemo. And then we have an Emissary hand stop that we got out of the tack pack. Got some rail scales on here. Got a sight mark red dot and a sight mark magnifier. Also got a Geisley charging handle, and then a nickel boron bolt carrier group from Fostech, Strike Industries dust cover. We do also have a Fostech binary in this one as well. Got the Magpul lever for your bolt release. Got a BCM pistol grip on here, and also got our SB Tactical PDW brace for this as well. Honestly, the only thing coming up for this is I want to get a pec for it, or a light, and then just getting a can for it. So most of the rifles will be getting Chemo muzzle devices. If you watch the the December tech pack, we got a True North muzzle device that supports that chemo from Dead Air. So hopefully be getting a Dead Air can soon, so we can start doing some videos on that and getting it on these rifles out here. And that's pretty much it for this one. Just chambered a 300 blackout. Next up, we have a PSA Jackal, chambered in 300 blackout. It's a 9-inch barrel. Only things that I really have done to this is just some metal flip-up iron sights. Got a Griffin Armament ported. Basically a 3-prong flash hider that's ported. And you can also screw on a suppressor as well. Got a sling mount here for QD, because there's no mounts back here, and then also having this SB tactical brace. We got some QD mounts up here. I got a Hollow Sun 403C. Yeah, Hollow Sun 403C. I got a Spikes tactical pistol grip on here. The True North angled grip that we got out of the December tech pack. Honestly, I love the PSA Jackal. It is one of my favorite rifles to shoot. It's very flat shooting, feels very comfortable. Even chambered in 300 blackout, running like 147 grain and higher. It's very comfortable. Not a whole lot of kickback out of this thing. I think that has to deal with it being a bufferless system. So, but yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Very good range toy. And last but not least, we have a GSG MP5 chambered in 22. This is a fun plinking gun. This was my first gun that I ever got. Got it for my birthday. I was like 13 or something like that. So it was one of my first guns. This is a fake suppressor. It's extended barrel. Got a pistol or foregrip on here. Got a Romeo 5 red dot, and the stock collapses and extends out. But that's pretty much it for this. Just a 22 cal, fun to shoot around with, good range toy, something inexpensive to shoot and just unload the crap out of it if you wanted to. But yeah, so that is pretty much it of my 2025 gun collection. Like I said, this is showing off what I had and got throughout 2025. A couple of these builds were during 2025. Some of these guns I've had for some time. And then I want to say I had like 5 more guns in this. But some of them I sold to upgrade and fund other builds, like a Smith & Wesson SD9 I had and got rid of. That's a cheap handgun. Use that to fund a build. I had another Glock 19 that I used to fund the Glock 19 I have now. I had a pump 12 gauge that I got rid of to fund another build, and I had a Canic TP9 SF Elite. That was a very fun gun, very comfortable, nice shooting. I definitely want to get another Canic. I'm kind of looking in between the Prime or just saying fuck it and getting a TTI Combat. But those are on my list. More to come soon. Just to throw it out there. What we got coming up next, we have January's tac pack. I'm working on a 14.5 suppressed build, so that will be coming soon. Just started getting the parts ordered, so we'll be doing a walkthrough with that. Also the rebuild on the 7.62 AR-15, complete rebuild on that, and then by then we'll probably be into March for the tac packs, probably, I want to say. So be looking forward to about a video every 2 weeks. Not going to be doing weekly uploads just with my workload and schedule. But yeah, other than that, that is it for today's video. We'll see what 2026 brings us, as I'm looking forward to it. Definitely want to build my gun collection up some more, new builds. I want to get into some military surplus firearms, so stay tuned. All right, take it easy, guys. See you in the next one.